Hey guys, it's Shane from Jaggs Journeys. Welcome to this week's video of the weekly wrap-up. Again, thank you so much for everyone for tuning in every single week for the weekly wrap-up. It is certainly greatly appreciated. Anyway, let's get right into this week's video. Alright, so we're going to kick off with Warner Brothers Movie World. Now this week we saw the reopening of the Superman Escape roller coaster on Saturday, so that was great, and we could also get in and around and have a closer look at the Flash Speed Force, which is awesome because obviously the track is completely in. There's still a lot of work to do on that because they're doing a whole ride operating systems upgrade and a launch system changeover or upgrade as well. But the pleasing things to see was they put advertising along the fence line inside the Superman perimeter there of the Flash Speed Force. So that was awesome. It creates the excitement of actually what is happening in that area. So once again, we'll keep you updated with ongoing updates and progress of the construction of the Flash Speed Force here on Jaggs Journeys. Alright, so currently the Green Lantern roller coaster is down on annual maintenance until the 15th of September. Whilst it's down, they're installing 2 lots of spiral steps. So one lot looks like it's actually already in, and then the other lot is just being started now. So that's obviously if the ride does have to evacuate and have an e-stop during operation, that enables everyone to get down safely from the ride. So that's happening currently during the current ride closure. As far as everything else is concerned, there's still been no more announcement on the area in the Looney Tunes or Kids WB area, so we still haven't seen any announcement of what's happening with that space that they've demolished. So again, we'll keep our eye on that space, and there's probably really nothing else to talk about for Movie World for this week. Alright, so over to Dreamworld theme park. Again, the Dreamworld fly at the front of the park, definitely a lot more progress with the construction. They're moving ahead quite fast with that project by the look of it. I'm sure any week now we'll start to see the base of the actual Dreamworld fly go in. There's certainly, as you can see from the video there, just a lot of progress since last week. So any week now I'm sure we'll start to see the actual Dreamworld fly base going in. And down at the Ocean Parade extension, which goes down toward the Seabed Splash Zone, right next to the Game Site Arcade, we reported last week, obviously the fence went up and all the ground had been pulled apart and it was getting prepared for concreting. So the concreting is now done. It's still closed off, obviously, because they're still obviously setting the concrete. There looks like there's a plinth put on the right-hand side there near the Game Site. I would imagine that would probably be for some kind of figurine, whether it be a light up or a water feature or just a sign announcing the entry through into that area. So that's gone in there. So we'll keep our eye on that area, but that's starting to look really nice. With the Dodgems, we had another look this week, and the ceiling, well, actually the roof has been pulled apart, so I'm not sure if that was the grand plan or whether they found something that needed to be replaced, but the roof's been ripped off. Obviously they're going to be replacing that roof, and it looks like they're currently resheeting the ceiling of the Dodgem area as well. Still a lot more theming to be done in that area, but at this point in time it's still on track to be open on the 18th of September. And Kenny's Forest Fly roller coaster, it looks like they've done a little bit more work on the actual trains. They were out and they looked a little bit more advanced than last week. Other than that, like I said last time, the painting's definitely done. A bit more theming to go yet from what we can see. And again, that's also due to open on the 18th of September. And probably one of the biggest changes we saw this week was the demolition of the area where the old chair swing ride was opposite the carousel. So obviously this area is going to be where the new Wiggles Big Red Boat roller coaster is going. And then they have gone ahead and knocked down those little buildings that they had. So it once housed some games, and the other building was where you got a photo with Shrek near the carousel there. So that's all been knocked down. Everything's been taken out. And yeah, I'll tell you what, when you look at the space that's empty, it's quite a big space. So we're looking forward to seeing that roller coaster construction start soon. And again, we'll keep you updated on the progress. And with the area next to Belinda's Treehouse where they put the AstroTurf down, they've continued along the back fence to put in the different colored green wooden pieces, vertical pieces that's flowing through the back there. And I guess it will also flow right to the back behind the carousel area as well. But actually on that AstroTurf area, it looks like they might be putting maybe like a little kid's maze in there, because there's a whole lot of metal bollard looking things in there that we noted. So my guess is possibly a little maze like they've got in the Kids ABC area. So anyway, we'll keep an eye on that space and keep you updated. And then of course on Friday, Dreamworld put a post up on their Instagram saying that there was a special announcement coming 6 o'clock Friday night. So we all waited anxiously to see what that was. And of course they launched the buy 3 get 1 free annual pass offer, which is a massive offer and awesome value for money, great for families and everyone who wants to get their passes for Dreamworld. So it was a 48-hour only sale, so a flash sale for this weekend only. So hopefully they sold plenty of those, and hopefully those of you watching this who are going to get some Dreamworld passes took advantage of the offer as well. Alright, so over to SeaWorld, and hopefully everyone has seen my latest SeaWorld video, which I just uploaded last night on Sunday night. If you haven't, make sure you check that video out. Don't forget also to subscribe to Jaggs Journeys, hit the notification bell, therefore every time we release a new video you get a notification. And don't forget, it's free to subscribe. So probably one of the biggest things we saw this week at SeaWorld was the demolition starting on the Viking Revenge Flume ride. So all the fencing's gone up around between Ray Reef down by the side of the castle there, and there's a lot of demolition has started. So I guess the slides or the tracks where the boats came out from the top of the castle been removed, and there's just a lot of stuff happening in that area. So again, no announcement on what is exactly going to be happening with that area. We're not sure if the castle is part of the grand plan and whether the castle will stay or whether that will go as well to make room for another massive ride or attraction. And we're hoping that that in that space that they're going to be putting at least another ride, and we're hoping for something quite awesome, like a dark ride or a water ride, or just something awesome, and epic. So again, we'll keep our eye on everything there, and when Village Roadshow make an announcement, we'll let everyone know what the plan is for that space. And in the meantime, we'll certainly keep you updated with any construction or demolition progress. And they have finished the shade structure at the front of the park by the dolphin pools, which looks awesome. So again, you can walk right through to the center of the park now without having to go up over the hill, which is awesome. But that shade is really cool because a lot of people stop there to watch the dolphins when there's an animal adventure or dolphin experience happening with people. It's a shaded area now. In fact, the people doing the dolphin experiences there are now also in the shade. The way it's positioned goes right out over the water's edge. So that's really good because that is such a hot park in summer particularly, and it was really awesome to see. It's a nice looking shade structure. So that's now in and open, which is awesome. Now the monorail. So I guess everyone's talking about this, but they have started to take down the electrics that run along the edges of the monorail track, and even some of the guards that stuck out the sides on top of the hill there where you got close to the track. So it looks like they're taking it apart as far as removing pieces from the track area. There's been, again, no announcement. We can't find anything online about it. I know there's been a few people that have actually emailed guest services or SeaWorld directly and asked the question, and they have come back to say pretty much that attraction is closed and nothing more is happening with it. And it would be a lot of money to fix up or replace something like a monorail. It's disappointing for a lot of people, I'd imagine, but again, we haven't got any news yet, so no news is good news, I suppose, whereas we don't know what's happening. I'm sure they'll make an announcement on the grand plan or what is happening with the monorail soon, because a lot of people are talking about it, and it would be great if Village Roadshow could just let everyone know, hey, this is what the plan is, this is what's happening with this attraction, and I'm sure they'll do that at the right time. And also towards the front of the park, sort of on the other side of that hill where that monorail track gets low there, there's the area where you currently, if you're doing an animal adventure and you need to get into a wetsuit, there's an area where you get changed. Now there's some fencing have gone up and some groundworks have started to appear there. So it looks like they're doing upgrades of the facilities there for animal adventures. So again, I'm pretty sure that's what's happening there. We'll keep our eye on that and bring you some updates as we do. Now currently, because the Trident is down for annual maintenance until the 10th of August, if you want to get to the Leviathan, you've got to walk right down to the middle of the park and around past the Dockside Tavern currently. But just so you know, the Trident, when it reopens on the 11th of August, It actually will go down again on maintenance from the 28th of August until the 15th of September. So just to let you know, give you the heads up about that one. And also the Leviathan has some annual maintenance coming up very shortly as well, from the 15th of August to the 25th of August. That will also have some other maintenance around November. Just jump on and check the website for dates if you're planning a trip to SeaWorld around November and you're hoping to ride Leviathan. You might want to check out those ride maintenance dates for that attraction. And also just a reminder that the Storm Coaster is currently down on annual maintenance, and that's actually down until the 15th of September, so we have to wait until the school holidays to ride the Storm. Alright, so as you can see, there's a lot of things happening at those three parks of construction and progress and changes, so that's really exciting. And again, we'll do our best to keep you updated on what's happening in those parks. There are other things happening in some of the other parks. We have already spoken about most of those over the last few weeks as well. Yeah, it's exciting to see there's heaps of cool things happening across all of the parks. And don't forget, guys, if you're loving our theme park content here on Jaggs Journeys, please make sure you hit the subscribe button. Currently, only about 25% of you who watch my videos actually subscribe. The weird thing is, it's actually free to subscribe, so if you hit the subscribe button, that'll help me out a heck of a lot. And if you do ring the notification bell, that just lets you know every time I upload a video so you don't miss out. Anyway, guys, again, thanks for watching today. I hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget also to follow us on TikTok, Instagram, Threads, and Facebook. We do upload content during the week as well. We try to keep everyone up to date as much as we can. Anyway, guys, one last thing. Next time you visit the theme parks here in the Gold Coast, why don't you ask a question on the way in? Hey, is Jaggs Journeys here today? You never know where I might be. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next journey.